Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning again. I am here back with something interesting, back with something very informative. Right before I dive into it, I will tell you again like, share, and subscribe. Share this, the more persons we reach, the better. All right, guys. So, today I am here to speak about the benefits of a personal trainer. Like most persons say, why would I need a personal trainer? Right? Why is it important to have a trainer? Now, first and foremost, accountability. Right? So when you have a personal trainer, it is their task to give you an idea of how to eat, how to train. Now, for most trainers like myself, I make sure that I ask my clients to show me proof of exercise, to show me evidence of eating patterns. Because the truth is, sometimes we may stray, but knowing in our minds that we have to be held in account for what we eat. And then, while it is our job now as personal trainers to ask, right, they will feel more motivated now to actually engage in the health and wellness lifestyle. The next thing now, very important, motivation. Right? If you are a personal trainer and the only thing that you can do is give directions as a personal trainer, right? That is not enough, because most clients come and they themselves are not motivated. So you have to show them through trial and error, right, how to do this, why should they do this, and make sure that you are passionate about personal training. Don't get into personal training if you are only here for the money, right? Make sure that you love health and you want to be an advocate for it. So when you see the client now, motivate them, call them, message them, send them quotes, do all these little things that keep them on the tip of their toes. All right, the next thing now, developing a routine, right? Every routine is different once once you are training to a specific goal, right? If it is that you want to lose weight, it has to be different. So the routine that the trainer would give somebody that wants to lose weight and somebody who wants to gain weight has to be different. Now, it is the job of the personal trainer, after having the knowledge and the understanding, to make sure that this program is properly designed. So sometimes we will go onto YouTube and we just type in exercise routine. Sometimes these exercises are not geared to us specifically. So the results that we could have been seeing with a personal trainer, we're not seeing it because we are trying to do things either on our own or we are trusting in YouTube. Next thing now, you get fresh perspectives, you get fresh ideas about your fitness and your nutrition. Meaning the personal trainer, every personal trainer has a different way of doing things. Every personal trainer has different opinions. Now, nothing is wrong with that. There are always fresh ways and fresh ideas, variations how to exercise, variations how to do meal plans, which is good because body type is different. Some persons are allergic, so as a trainer you have to be flexible. If it is in terms of injury, you have to know then that if somebody has a lower extremity injury, that you have to focus more on the upper body and you have to change the variation, right? You cannot go from complex to simple. You have to start from simple to complex. Next now, you will have support, and the support that you will have will not be biased, because as a personal trainer it is our duty to make sure that we guide you, make sure that we have your best interests at heart, right? Next thing now, the routine, right, and the technique, right? It is very important that the technique is done properly. Most persons risk injury when they exercise alone sometimes and they perform this wrong. So it is the duty now of the personal trainer to watch and see if you're performing the squat properly. Because if the personal trainer is absent, if you're doing the squat and then instead of sitting as if you're sitting in a chair, you bend forward and then now you act up your back and you get an injury, right, that will be problematic. So the benefit of having a personal trainer is to make sure that the activities or the exercises that you divulge in are done well, right? Next thing now, as I said, injury prevention, rehab prevention. So having a personal trainer to guide you, right, injuries, you will be less injury prone because it is the trainer's job to make sure that you're not doing too much, right? And while you're doing the activity, you are not doing it incorrectly, right? Because as a personal trainer, you have to know that there's no such thing as overnight work, there's no such thing as overnight results. Everything takes time, right? And while you're doing it with the client, you have to take your time, starting from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 and going upwards. It's not from 10 and then back down, no. And then no sport specific training. So this would be relatable if you are a personal trainer for a track athlete or a basketball athlete or a footballer. All of these persons have different specialities, so then the training regime would have to be different, right? So it is very beneficial to have a personal trainer, as we can see so far. Next thing now, maximize the workout, right? As a personal trainer, you have to know that there are specific times to work out, right? You don't have to do 2 hours, but you have to make sure that the time allotted you get to do enough workout that is beneficial to the client. Because if you are there as the trainer and you are wasting the client's time when they could have been doing something else, then that would be cause as a disadvantage to them. So you have to make sure that if you get 30 minutes of their time, you use the time wisely. Next thing now, building relationships. Because as I said before, this is not about shouting 1, 2, 3, 4. This is not about saying, look here, we're doing squats today. You have to have a relationship with your clients. You have to make sure that you understand them. You have to make sure that they understand you. Because in having a relationship with your clients, certain things are spoken on, right? Certain things are spoken on. And the next benefit of having a personal trainer is that, as a personal trainer, speaking from experience, right, having somebody that is there that will message you in the morning and say, hey, how are you doing? Are you okay? How you're feeling? If you're feeling any soreness, they can advise you as to what to do, right? If you're feeling it in the upper region or the lower region, right, they can give you advice. It is very important to have somebody that actually knows what they're doing, because if you go out on your own, sometimes it can be very troublesome for you as the client or as for you as the athlete. So it's better to have a personal trainer who has the understanding, who has the patience, who has the passion for it, right? Especially if you are somebody that is eager to start and you're not intrinsically motivated, right? This is where the trainer would come in, where they provide that external motivation, that outward motivation, calling you, messaging you, making sure that you're okay, making sure that you're on the top of your game. All right, guys, so we have reached the end, right? As I said before in the beginning, like, share, and subscribe. Every day something new, right? Join me on my health and wellness path. I am a personal trainer. In my description I will add my Instagram, where you can reach me, and my Facebook. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down right on the channel. I will answer them. If you have something specific that you want clarification on, just ask me. All right.